how Harley's supposed to sound right there. Is your Harley idling way too high for your liking? Well, you can fix that with the Fuelpak FP3, and I'll show you how. Check it out. Hi YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I've been meaning to make this video for a while now, and it's just a beautiful October day. Finally getting around to it. Probably one of the last rides of the year. So I guess this isn't a moment too soon. So if you're like me, you bought a Harley because you love the sound. Of course you do. That's why you bought a Harley. You got the aftermarket exhaust, slapped that on there, got a tuner, tuned it for the exhaust, and now it's louder, but it still doesn't sound like the older, Harleys. It doesn't sound quite as good as some of the other ones out there. And there's a reason for that. It's not because there's anything different in the motor, especially if it's a Sportster. This is the same motor that they've put in Harley since 1984, 1985. So the difference here is that it's fuel injected for the more recent bikes. And because of that, you have a lot higher idle. You can actually change that, although different schools of thought say maybe you shouldn't change it or you shouldn't go too far with it. But it can be changed, and it's really easy, especially if you have the Fuelpak FP3. So I'll show you that. And then make sure you stay tuned for the end. And I've got some good idle footage so you can hear the difference that it makes and what you can do for your bike as well. So if you already have the Fuelpak installed on your bike, then you also have the app on your phone as well. So you just open up the app and it connects to your bike via Bluetooth. And where you want to go actually for idle adjustment is map optimization. So it loads, and there's a few things you can do on here, but obviously what we're interested in right now is idle RPM. And you can select that, and it shows you based on temperature what the idle RPM will be set at over here. So factory for once it's up to temp up here is 1,000, and I didn't change any of the idle for while it's coming up to temp. So whenever you got a cold bike, it's going to have a high idle, but there's good reason for that. You want your bike to warm up. I've always found that a higher idle, whenever when the bike's cold, it helps it idle for you, not stall. And if you're taking off and it's not fully up to temp yet, it just behaves better. So I only change the values for once it's up to temp. So as you can see here, 230 degrees and up. And what it comes from the factory at is 1,000 RPM. And you can literally just change this. And what I hit is the down 10%. So you could do down 100, down 10, up 100. I just hit down 10%, and then you hit check, and it changes that. And I change that for all of the values up here in dark blue. And then you just hit the lightning bolt up here, and it flashes that tune to your bike. It has you turn it off, turn it on. It's all automated on the phone. I'm not going to retune my bike today because I already did it, but it's just that simple, and there's really nothing more to it than that. I chose to go down to 900 RPMs. Some people say you can go down to 800, but there's some thought out there that you're not going to have ample oil at the top of your motor. You're going to have charging issues, so maybe I'll try that out and let you know how it goes. But if you decide to do this on your own, do your own research. There's a lot of information out there, and play it safe. Don't just take my word for it. I'm just a crazy YouTuber that's messing around with his bike and trying to screw yours up as well, But in all honesty, no, I think you're going to be fine if you just go down to 100 RPMs. I've had no adverse effects. It idles smoothly. The throttle response is right there. It's great. It's just like a factory bike. In the meantime, I'm going to hit the road, get a ride under my belt while I still can. And if you stayed this long, please hit the thumbs up button. hit subscribe and the bell notification below. It tells YouTube that you appreciated this and you want to see more, and I appreciate it as well. So thanks very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Be safe. No, I almost forgot. You guys want to hear what this thing sounds like? Don't worry, I won't forget about you, but I will reiterate, if you made it this far, please do subscribe, hit the bell notification, hit that like button. It's the only way that my channel can grow. So thanks a lot, and here's some footage for you.